Hi, I'm Ira Bornstein. Today we're going to be talking about merchant accounts. A lot of people consider what is an actual merchant account, and a merchant account is comprised of a few different things. A merchant account, first of all, is comprised of the service to provide you the data so that when you're a business owner, whether it's a retail store, a restaurant, a dry cleaner, a pizza place, when you really think about where that data flows when somebody hands you a credit card, that data is going to flow from your machine to your merchant account provider. Ultimately, it then goes to the credit card issuer, validates that the card is good, that the data is fair, that the card's not stolen, and that there's enough money to settle that transaction. And then ultimately, it's going to bring it back through your merchant account provider back to your physical machine and tell you that that transaction's good. It's really amazing to me that that whole interface, that whole transaction takes maybe no more than about 5 seconds on average. The next thing you're going to consider in a merchant account is what hardware is going to be provided. Sometimes you're going to use a physical terminal. Sometimes in a restaurant, for example, it's going to be a bigger point of sale system. Maybe if you have a call center or a remote business, you're going to have no hardware at all. But you're going to want to talk to your merchant account provider about what kind of tool you're going to be using to process transactions. The next thing you're going to want to consider is records and settlement. Obviously, you get the money eventually, but you'll want to make sure that all your records are tight. You're getting your statements on a regular basis, whether you're getting physically printed statements or statements online. And then the settlement is just the insurance that you make sure you get your money every day. Ultimately, access to card brands is very important in a merchant account. You'll want to make sure that you have access to the most card brands. Everybody's familiar, for example, with Visa and MasterCard. Some places use Discover and American Express. A lot of international travelers nowadays are using different cards, whether they be JCB or some of the China Pay cards. So you want to make sure you have access to all the different card brands. So a merchant account, service, data, hardware, make sure you get your settlement and reporting and have access to all cards. That's your tip for the day. I'm Ira Bornstein.